She just threw a 4 even.
Es ist kalt, denkt es mir. Wir hatten schon gestern kalt.
Ja, so jetzt
am Abend. Ich habe auf jeden Fall abgestellt. Da, eine Bombe das Haus.
Good morning and welcome back live from the Dutch Masters Curling Mixed Doubles from Curling Band Zoetermeer in the Netherlands. You're joining us here on the rink this morning with live action of the semi-final. And great matchup here this morning. We have Sven Michel and Michel Jägi from Switzerland. And they'll be playing Aranzu Garcia and Brendan Botcher, Spain, Canada. And both of these teams coming through their groups. Brendan and Aranzu ranking first and getting the direct link to the semi-final. Sven and Michel came through a game against Team Russia, World Champion Team Russia, representing the neutral flag at the Olympics. Defeating them last night in a really great game in the quarterfinal.
I would probably take.
Definitely looking forward to a really great game here.
Okay. Yeah.
This discipline of mixed doubles is going to be seen for the first time at the Olympic Games. Newly adopted. There will be 8 teams participating. 2 of the teams participating in the Olympics are here in Zoetermeer this weekend. Team Russia and Team Neutral and Team Norway.
Good shot.
Team Norway is still out on the ice. They're in the other semi-final against a team from Spain.
Nice shot.
And the 2 winners of these games will advance to the gold medal game. And the teams that unfortunately do not win this match will play a bronze medal game.
Yeah.
Michel stepped out of the men's curling scene a couple of years ago. And has now just come back and started playing mixed doubles with
Linie is goed. Go, Michi, go, go, go. Waar is nog Lee?
Really nice shot. Great throw. Excellent sweeping from Michel. Good encouragement and teamwork. Anyway, I was saying Sven stepped out in the men's scene here for a couple years ago.
Tight to the guard.
Represented Switzerland many times at Olympics and World Championships, Europeans. And he is
Are we trying to tap
taking up this mixed doubles together with Michel this season.
I'll put it nice and tight to the guard. Hitting the guard here is not
having good representation at events. Making the semi-finals here.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard line. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Hard line, hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good shot.
Is Brendan electing to just split that front guard off? With mixed doubles, there are 6 stones in play, not like the traditional 8 of curling. 1 stone is placed stationary. The team with the hammer, that is the last stone draw, and the advantage. Their stone goes at the back of the forefoot. It's placed at the back of the forefoot, and the team without the hammer stone is placed in a guard position. And those distance from the house is allocated by the umpire prior to the game, the ice maker. And so you might see them sometimes a little closer, sometimes a little further away, depending on the ice conditions. That's determined by the chief umpire, together with the ice crew.
Alright, she would have done that, but whoa. Tip! Whoa.
So playing a takeout on this one here.
Gelukkig.
I think his intention was to actually hit that yellow one and play an off double, but does get the one at the back and stays.
Yeah, we could play like 10 and a half and try and keep both blues.
Niet als het skate.
Get on.
Als je dat uit
10 and a half. Yeah. Okay. Just give me a little bit of ice. No, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
So just discussion of the ice and the weight and how they're going to keep their shooter in play. As I was saying, there's only 5 stones delivered.
Yeah. Hard. Yeah. Whoa.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Shot, they're hoping to keep the shooter in. That rolls out, it catches it a little bit thin.
That's good.
Ja.
Leaves
We hebben
the
dat clearen proberen.
in a not bad position there.
Ja. Nu staat het niet wenn einer mitnimmst.
Was?
Je mag niet wenn einer mitnimmst.
Ja. Speel alle von innen. Es geht einfacher, oder?
So as I was saying, in mixed
Ja,
doubles,
das geht
5
aber nicht,
stones
aber...
are delivered. The first and the last stone are delivered by one partner,
Garlet zachlig.
and the 3 stones in the middle are delivered by the second.
Ja.
This rotation can change from end to end, but during an end must stay the same. So the player that delivers the first stone must also deliver the 5th stone.
Oh.
You
Oh.
cannot play a takeout
Yeah.
until the 5th
Oh,
stone
yeah,
has been
yeah.
delivered.
Oh, is goed.
Not only considering the free guard zone, that is a takeout also within the house. So a different dynamic, different strategy, different tactic choices, certainly for mixed doubles compared to regular curling. So creates a little bit of different play style.
You think it's a
More
sliver
stones are in
faster
play.
than practice?
Scoreboards are a little bit easier to make a comeback on. So Brandon's just going to try and
Looks good. He's fine. We're all there.
he's freezing up to these here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Line's really good.
Need to go.
Whoa, around. Whoa,
En maar
whoa, whoa.
En als ze
whoa,
doet spelen.
whoa. He's got a curl. Whoa.
And that's a really nice shot. Well done, Brandon.
Nou, zeg maar.
He taps that a little bit harder than he might have liked. So maybe still pick that out.
Ja.
He's potentially losing one of his yellows.
that
The alien lane's
Genau,
pretty
lassen.
tight.
Dan gaat hij hinten bij die en dan gaat hij een na.
It's a pretty aggressive shot by Brendan early in this game. He could have chose to double those off, but he's trying to get the force going.
Ik zeg, het is weet ik al,
Okay.
maar
He just got just
we
over the
werken
center
nooit
line
zeggen,
in a curl.
500 shots.
Really wanted to try and get his opportunity for 2.
Moest een nasse pregen.
So Michelle will come back into play now, and she will deliver this last stone for Switzerland.
Let's go.
Yeah, on that freeze. Darn.
It's nice to see the energy and passion of the game still lives, still very alive in Sven Michel. So.
Pretty straight over here. She's ever a little wide.
It's wide.
No.
Ja.
And she picks that out. Kicks off one of the yellow at the back, but that's okay. They're still sitting there for shots. And there is no advantage to blanking an end in mixed doubles. If you blank, the hammer is switched over to the opposing team. So Anansu is going to throw a
This should be
just
pretty
hit and
straight
sit
for
here.
you.
Okay. Zijn dan ook het taal?
So just want to hit on the nose and keep your shooter.
Pardon?
I don't want to.
No, no.
Nee, dat is net raar.
I still think even with a little less, it'll be pretty straight.
Smal de blauwe.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Very good, Ron.
Nice shot. It's a hit and stick. Score of 1. Garcia
Nice
and
shot.
Botcher move onto the scoreboard. It is a score of 1-0 after one end of play. This is the 3rd year for the Dutch Masters. Remember, in the World Curling Tour. This summer, the World Curling Champions Tour and World Curling Tour mostly in Canada, have merged and taking on the Logo World Curling Tour. Supported with online live score support from Curling Zone. You can log into the website and follow other games, also the other events happening around the tour. Down in Bern, Switzerland, the women are busy.
Heavy right now.
Competing at the 50th Bern International.
Heavy right now.
Oh, we're not there. It's not gonna curl.
So getting the weight a little bit wrong there, a little heavy. That just slides straight through the back.
Dos.
Yeah, that's okay.
Brendan and Natsu had first practice. Each team is given 5-minute practice before the game starts. So the ice men have changed, got a little bit faster between first and second. Ideal for that shot is to
Goed, voor het 12.
set it up. Top of the forefoot is really the ideal location.
Voor het 12.
Top of the button. Really great sweeping here by Sven Michel. Trying to get that down in the front of the house. It just gets it into bite.
Yeah.
Came up a little short on that one. Great work. And Michelle giving really good feedback on the line.
Thanks.
Generally, you have a skip in the house who's calling the line, and sweepers communicating together with the skip. We don't have the luxury of extra people on the ice here, so quite often the thrower will call the line, and the sweeper gets busy, and sometimes the thrower will actually be the sweeper, and they will have somebody in the house calling the line. That is a choice for each team and or each situation. I see teams changing that off and on throughout the game. Nice shot. They got good weight there. Does sit a little bit open. So Michelle's giving Sven two options here. One option to just tap that blue one straight back. They cannot remove a stone. If the stone is removed, it will be replaced. And the other option is just tap the yellow one back, and you can have a little bit more margin on the yellow one. You can tap it straight back, or you can tap it into the blue and then sit with 3. in the house. So they've elected to tap back the yellow. And it's going to be a great shot. They're going to get the third yellow one on there on the ring. So getting their stones into playing. Like traditional curling, only one team scores per end.
Okay.
The stones closest to the middle until your opponent's stones out-count you are counted. So currently at this moment, yellow is sitting 1 point.
Give him a little light. Line's good. Line's good.
We need to go.
Teaming up and sweeping in 2 here. Line is good.
Go. It's really good. Go.
Very good.
Well swept.
Het eerste freeze
Good
mag
teamwork.
moeten zo dat op.
Er hat noch einen. Den Doppel magst du auch noch mal freezen?
Ja, kom dat u meer selber tappen.
Ja.
Oder freezen.
Ja, nicht tappen ist gut. Du kannst gleich die Länge, glaube ich.
So a little tap is good.
Good sweep.
Breeze is great. Nice throw, Brendan.
Ja, aber schön. Ja. Go, warte, kom. Go.
Ja.
Just got that inside. Was not the intention. A little disappointment there. Weight, I think, was really great.
We guard when they put
Just
a
got curled
stop.
off a little bit.
No. They were probably trying to, well, no, I think up here. I think up here.
With Sarsha.
I'd rather throw the guard and see them make a good shot than try and come in there and just set it up.
So you heard from Brendan.
If anything, though, I want to guard a little more of the center line than I do our blue rock, yeah.
Discussing where they want to put the guard, what the benefit is.
That's a little heavy, I thought.
No. He does have the option to come all the way down and sit on the blue rock in the house. And
Hard, you got to make it curl. Hard,
as
make
discussed,
it curl, make it curl, make it curl. Go, 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 go,
wasn't
go, go,
required.
go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard. Good, good.
really great sweep in Ratsu. Got it really close to the center line. Nice line. Leaves that tap on that yellow. Not the hugest hole,
Fast hack.
but there is one there.
Und da geht aber fast nicht, da komme ich nur hier raus dran. Sonst, wenn ich dann rauskomme, liegen wir ja auch schon viermal, dann muss ich da aufpassen.
Good.
Ja.
I just got a little wide of where I needed to go, I think. Darn. That's okay.
Yeah. If I have to play the last like snake shot again, that's just what we want to.
Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of these two, we don't have a shot, I think.
I'm a little worried if he can get across the face of this yellow one.
That's what we decide.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, Michi! Tia! Tia!
Let's be close. She's on and off and on and off here.
Jesus!
Got off and it just curled off on him.
If you play your out turn, it's going to be quite straight.
I skipped. It's used to watching the line from another angle, so
Like you
you
could
get those
probably
as
take edge of the 4
when you're
foot
starting out
guard
with
that
mixed
rock.
doubles. Sometimes you get the angle just a
It's
little
quick
bit
over here.
wrong.
Yeah.
Good example of why when you're playing in a team
need
of
to make
4,
sure
let the
I'm
skip
vital.
call the line.
I think we're just playing it.
Team
like
get
a
better and
high
better at that
halfway
in mixed
guard,
doubles.
yeah.
You'll see the more experienced teams really having a good good process to make that more successful. As well, it doesn't take much, just a little centimeter. That just curled up just a little bit too much. His first instinct to sweep that right from the hand was probably better.
You need to make it curl. It
Brendan
needs to curl. Yeah!
Throwing up a guard here.
Hard! You need to go! You're gonna go! Yeah! Yeah! Hard! Go! Yeah!
Good.
Trying to get it a little bit tighter here so that it doesn't leave that same shot, that same
Good.
hole.
Het is einfach -2, wenn er schlecht triffst, aber...
Hij wil er nog een straal.
That's good. There's no
Aha.
hole.
Zo backline.
Ach so, ja.
Weißt du? Vielleicht geht etwas mit Backline, das ist -1.
Like you didn't take
Ja,
left side.
was machen, ja.
I know.
Goed dan niet.
There isn't a hole.
Aber
Ja, dan
schwierig. Also ich weiß nicht, wie es da -2 gesagt, aber...
Looking at all the angles and all the options, I think they're at the moment looking at blue on yellow somewhere
Good throw.
and trying to use the yellow one
Otherwise,
still at the
can't
top of the
spelen.
house to pick that blue one back. Or
Das kannst du da spielen. Ja. Da kannst du ein bisschen mehr gewinnen, aber der ist auch gut. Es gibt etwa beide gleich schwierig, hätte ich jetzt gesagt.
if they can actually just draw down in on that right side, left side on your screen, on the close-up view, think that they might be able to just get in there on the top of the button and maybe get a little tap on that blue one. I think there's enough room. Stones are finishing. Got some good sweeping there by Sven. So should be able to make that stone move a little, finish it off. There's a tap here.
Lang ist gut, ein bisschen knapp.
Ja.
Lang ist gut,
Ja,
lang ist gut.
Nee.
And
One blue?
Yeah.
got a little bit out there, and that just didn't come in. Grants a little bit to the sides here, finding that in their draws. So after 2 ends of play, it is Brendan Botcher and Natsu Garcia with a 2-0 lead over Michelle Yegi and Sven Michel.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think I like my intern. I know the pass.
Weight's good. A little light.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Hard, Brendan. Yeah. Hard. Go.
Good shot.
So a good start here by Aransu getting that up at the top. Top of the 8-foot.
Lang ist okay. Ich gehe hier, hä? T-line.
So in the third end of play, I'm joined here now by
Sicher T.
guest Carlo Glasberg. Welcome by.
It's good to be on here.
Hey, Carlo is a coordinator of this event. It's the 3rd year of the Dutch Masters. Great job.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You assembled a really incredible field of athletes and teams here this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great field. We have 2 of the Olympic teams that are going to represent their countries in Pyeongchang. So that's really exciting for an event like this, and lots of good teams that are high ranked on the World Curling Tour. So really pleased with this tournament, and we've seen some really exciting games and some great shot making. So yeah, couldn't be happier about how this turned out, for sure.
Excellent. The atmosphere here at the club has been really great. Kimberly and her team have been creating a great facility to host everything.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think you, Sherry, thank you very much for doing a great commentary on the live stream, and Christian for setting up a great live stream so that people can follow at home and can witness shot making firsthand. So really exciting.
It's a great opportunity to represent this great discipline of curling in our community and in our club. And another great shot there by Sven, just coming in off tapping the blue in a little, rolling in behind, setting himself up here really nicely.
You wanna go here?
Both teams seem to have got a little better control in the draw weight. First end they were a little light, little heavy, so
Yeah.
sometimes it takes a little bit in a game to get it going. Brendan's going to go down, take a look,
I don't
see where
mind
everything's
the
sitting,
freeze.
and listen to their conversation here.
I don't mind this. If we make this though, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think we can probably still hit this one as well.
Well, if he just knows, we go with it.
Yeah, but then he'll have the roll back. We need to try and get one under. I'm worried with this freeze, if I don't make it real good, he's going to have this to lay a bunch back there. Let's play this.
You want to go here?
Yeah.
So he's going to use his own stone to hit and roll. Into shot position here.
Yeah. Well thought out the process of you know, what the different outcomes of the shots can be.
And it's not always what you're going to accomplish with your shot, but what you're going to leave for your opponents.
Ja, ik rolt er weer op.
Good shot.
So good
And
shot.
really nicely executed. Even rolls back to freeze up to that back one where he was talking about actually putting the freeze on its own. So
Yeah.
he gets that little bit of a freeze without even actually throwing it. So
Came down a little for us.
nice shot,
Froze
Brendan.
that one. I was a little tight, but I really didn't want to put it back.
Yeah.
Throw it that hard, it seems
So
to be
Brandon
nice.
and Garcia had a little bit rest last night as they qualified first. And with the being undefeated, and Team Yegi Michel played an exciting quarterfinal last night.
Yeah, against Team Russia.
Yeah,
Nu, never, nee.
That was a really great game. We managed to bring you the last couple shots in that one. After our feature game was over.
Tia! Tia! Tia, Victor! Nog één!
Nice shot. And great shot followed up by another great shot.
If we just guard it, what's their shot?
Compliments to you and your team, Carlo. You guys have an extremely busy schedule this season, and I'm still committed to put together this event and host the event. And fortunately, Yap is homesick this weekend, but Lawrence and Walter are also here with you helping out this weekend. Some nice team building happening, and really appreciate all your effort and commitment to not only succeeding as an athletes and a team yourselves, but really committing to development of curling and providing opportunity for other teams to develop. So thanks for the commitment of that and putting the hours in. So you thank Christian and I, but you're the reason why. So thanks for that, Carlo.
no problem. It's just great to see these teams play and compete with high-class curling and shot making, and that's just a reward in itself.
Absolutely. Well, we're learning a lot sitting here at observing. And, maybe in the future we get more spectators out to the event, some more Dutch enthusiasm about mixed doubles after seeing it at the Olympics. Next year maybe there are also, hey, we have those players in our neighborhood, let's go check it out. And a little more media for this event would be great.
Absolutely.
So
Will they force themselves?
it's a great opportunity to watch top world curling
Why would I?
in our neighborhood.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a hard shot.
We don't get that many competitive games to see in the Netherlands, so this is
It's probably one of the most. It's probably the most competitive event in the Netherlands.
Absolutely.
So, it's really exciting for Dutch curling.
absolutely.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't have a Dutch team participating this weekend,
Ja, proberen.
but hopefully in the future we do.
There is a Dutch team going to the Worlds, but the male player on that team was already committed to being an umpire this weekend. So
That'll be Bob Boas. He's going with his daughter, and that'll be their first experience. That's a thick art. He was hoping to pick on something in the house as well.
yeah,
He's got that angle off a little.
just not quite what he wanted.
Remember
It's been
how
being out of the
little
competitive
yours
game for a
curled
little
last
while.
time, right? This is that same path.
You've competed against him quite often
Same
in the
weight.
men's
Would
Yeah.
be perfect. 410.
division.
We've had some really good games against him.
He is a European champion.
Yeah, Sven has always been
A little heavier, but
a
not
fierce competitor, and he likes to make big shots. And I think both teams here on the ice will put on a good show for us this
Good
morning.
shot. Zeg, dat gaat nog lekker. Niet veel handel.
So Brandon and Iransu just putting
Ja,
up the
just
guard,
iets
which
Right, that list.
Perfect.
they're not lying. Brandon
Very
and Iransu are not lying shot.
I like
But-
you throwing guards too.
The Swiss team is only lying one, and at this moment they have a hard shot to get there too.
Get to the
So
side of the button. It's close.
the guard is a good play here.
And she's got to have the perfect weight.
Kann schon gehen, wenn ich am Schluss reinwischen
Mine was a little bit tight and still we didn't throw 100% hard.
Yeah.
So Sven has actually won a World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship.
Lang ist gut.
Ziellinie.
Not sure what year is that. We'll see if we can find out.
Platz.
Lang ist gut.
Linie Stufen.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
Ja.
That was a draw that was really close, just not quite good enough for the two, but 1 point for
Probiert.
Sven Michel and Michel Yegi. So Team Garcia Butcher will be up one with the hammer in the fourth end. But there's still everything to play for here.
Uratsu has also won a medal in the mixed doubles, winning a bronze medal with her Sergio. She now plays with Gonzalez, her brother. Brendan is actually their coach regularly. Gonzalez having played in the Junior Europeans, Junior World B last week, had some schoolwork to catch up on. So he's not here this weekend. So Brendan stepped into the role. They have their Spanish Championships next weekend.
Muss nicht.
And they will be meeting the other Spanish couple, I'm sure, next week in the Spanish Championships.
Yeah.
Ana and Ortega,
Top four.
also in the semi-final here. So the Spanish Championships is looking like it's going to be a good one down there.
You know this path from your pregame, right?
Yeah, both Spanish teams doing really well.
I'm okay with the
They
outturn
were both qualified first out of their pool and both got the bye directly to the semi-finals. So
What do you think?
too. I'm good. Yeah. Honestly, whichever path you
Over
know
on,
the best.
way to go for Spanish curling,
Yeah.
for sure.
Over on sheet 3 there, we have the Spain team versus Norway. And at the moment, it's 1-1. After 2 ends of play, they're playing a little bit slower than their feature sheet. So they're just still
heavy.
finishing up end 3.
Line weight's
I'll give you
good.
an update as the game goes on, or you can check on to curlingzone.com and follow the live scores for that game online.
Whoa.
Our teammate Walter is busy posting in scores from all the
I
games.
overswept it. Good throw.
Sven
Here behind
Michel
us.
won the World Mixed Doubles Championships
That's a
in
good throw.
2011.
I just
2011.
overswept it.
Whoa,
Sorry.
you didn't sweep it up. Yeah, that's okay. It's me.
Please.
The person out there with the most mixed doubles experience is Ratsu. She's participated in 9
Alle Seiten, soll ich nach?
mixed doubles world championships. She hasn't missed one yet. So
Ah, ja.
representing Spain. So quite an international field here as well, Carlo. How many different countries are represented?
I think about 10 or something like that. There's for sure
Linie war
Jeffrey,
15 teams, 10 countries.
yeah, very
Oh,
international
ist gut.
field.
Kann ich ihn dann auch noch anspielen?
Yeah, top 4. Even top 8.
Coming up a little short there.
Mine didn't curl.
No.
Seems to be a little bit different from side to side. They're coming a little bit deep on one side and a little bit short on the other, so we'll be sharing that information back and forth between the players.
Hard, head on too hard. Come on, tight too. Hard, 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 hard.
Because one seems to be a little bit straighter than the other. So it's going to curl off on him, though. If you get your weight down a little, it seems to curl significantly more. If you're throwing that weight to the tee line or just a little bit heavy, it runs quite a bit straighter.
The curl is definitely weight sensitive.
Early.
Both teams will have to get a little sharper
in
in order to get the bigger advantages on each other.
Yeah.
Really tight game here, 2-1 after 4 ends.
A
So
little bit inside of our draw path. And it never went. Sorry.
he's coming down, tapping back these blue ones, trying to get in there on the inside. Not with a big weight.
Go, Tia! Tia! Whoa!
A shot. Gets that tap back.
Good.
Doesn't quite push that blue back far enough for shot stone, but it'll be a little harder for Brendan to move that out of there.
I think you killed that. That? If you do that, that's okay, because then we have that side and that side. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
You're good with that?
Yeah, because I think if you go,
It's
if
a
you
little
play the
scary.
run, well,
I was trying to maybe play the double peel and miss everything in there.
do you think that goes there? Because if you play here,
Yeah.
So
like, I
good
can
discussion
play
because
it
they were
really
both seeing
thin with
different
my
things from the same
intern.
shot. So
Yep.
And if anything, play to miss this one and just try and flip it.
like Brendan's term, he never says, "Well, that's bad." It's that could be a little scary.
I was thinking playing it with
That's
my
usually an
out
indication that maybe
turn
we
and
need to
trying
think
get
about
it
this a
this
little
way
longer.
to make it over the top of those ones. But that's a little tough too.
yeah. If you can ever get it here, I think that rolls.
Brendan also played mixed doubles with his partner Dana Ferguson in Canada in the Olympic trials.
Let's play my out turn out.
Ended in the top 8. Had a great week. Fortunately, got into the playoffs and missed a couple really unfortunate breaks and played really well. Had a good run and I think they achieved a whole lot more than they were expecting to and really enjoyed it. Had a great time in that event. Also played the men's Olympic trials, so he's had a really great season.
We're trying to hit it thin.
Represented Alberta at the Brier and took all the experience they gained there into the pre-trials, qualified out of the pre-trials for the Olympic trials and finished 4th.
Great shot.
Great peel, got all those guards off the top and as he wished, avoided everything in the house. So nice shot.
That was good.
That worked well.
Yeah, Brendan said earlier that even though he's skip on a top men's team in Canada, that he's almost played as much mixed doubles as he played men's team this season. So that's how the development of the sport is going nowadays. There's a lot more exciting opportunities for a lot of players now that mixed doubles is also an Olympic
Absolutely.
discipline.
Players are looking at how they balance that and how they find that. And Canada's still searching out a little how they're going to make that more successful. And they do have teams that are dedicated to mixed doubles. And managed to get one of the blues off the back and roll into a nice shot position there, hit behind the guard. So
I like that.
Problem is if we don't make it, we're in a little bit of trouble. But if we do make it, it's good. I think maybe.
You will always be somewhere here, right?
Yeah.
He has a double.
I think we play it like with just peel though, because I don't want to hit it thick and come over the top. I'd like to either make the roll or make the double.
Okay.
But if I throw it really hard, I can go right over. So
Okay.
maybe like an easy peel.
You want to throw your out?
Yeah, give me negative ice. We're trying to hit about half, hey? Thick half?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brendan was just worried there that if he played too much weight, that he can roll over the top. So he makes smart move to play a little bit lighter, an easy peel, so that he will always have a good margin on his shot. He will either roll into the button area or he'll make the double.
And he can even choose to play with even less weight. Easy peel for Brendan is still about a 8-second takeout. He's looking pretty good. And he does spin up the top, so maybe even a little bit more weight.
Yeah, a little bit less weight would have been better.
Yeah. I think you can even play that with a controlled weight. 10-second hit. The risk on that is a 10-second will curl off more, and when you're playing with negative ice, it's a little more risk that you actually miss the stone altogether because it finishes. So he does keep a shooter in play.
Yeah, I also think making the roll is more important than making the double.
Yeah.
So if you play a little bit lighter weight, then you have more chance of sticking for shot stone. So.
And he did identify that. They did talk about that, knew that was a risk, so they just could have gone down a little bit more with the weight there. And that's taking ice conditions into account as well. Helps you determine how much room you have.
No, there isn't a whole lot.
If she rolls out,
Then I think we draw for one. Or we play like half on that one and try and stick it there.
yeah, but we should.
Pardon?
Schluss kann man sich schon ein bisschen.
I know.
Ja, du siehst ja in ihr.
I just don't know that might be your easiest shot for one. But the draws. We know that draw spot pretty good.
So already discussing, Brendan and Ransu discussing what they're looking at for options.
We might leave you a double.
This game is running at a really nice pace, and that's because of the experience on the ice and the good communication between teammates. Shell just coming down to remove this blue. They'll be sitting 2 at the end of this. Need to get an inside roll. She can, and she does.
Gut, sehr schön.
I don't think they've...
If you play the double, I roll out.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the double's super thin. But what do you like? Just the draw?
I think.
Or do you just want to play the hit?
Yeah.
Gut, schön.
Okay.
I like the hit.
What kind of weight are you throwing?
Ja, kann man sich schon ein bisschen.
Okay.
Ist gut, perfekt dort.
You like hot?
Nein, es ist 2-3 cm weiter über
It's a little tight to that one. I almost like playing like a heavy draw.
Sie will den Tab spielen, ist noch heikel, ja.
So you can play with just a heavy draw. So that's like a backline weight, probably. Move that yellow one off the pin. And stay sitting right there. They don't want to roll too far.
Can't feel.
You have to move it far enough to be shot stone, and hit enough of it not to roll out of shot scoring position.
Yeah.
Und dann noch zurück. Es gibt einen für uns.
It's a little bit warm.
Wait,
She's got
good.
closer to a hack here, I think.
We're not there yet.
Einer.
Yeah! Yes! Yeah!
Yeah, okay, hit on.
Okay, so she
One
a
yellow.
little harder than she expected to be throwing. That was closer definitely to a hack weight.
Sometimes
Sees
you,
the fact that it's
It's
not
so
curling
straight
and
there.
calls it and gets a little chip off the other side. So only giving up 1. So that's a steal right back from Michelle and Michelle.
yeah.
Michelle Yagi and Sven Michel. So after 4 ends of play, we are tied 2-all. Little update over on sheet 3. Norway and Spain. Norway is 1 up. They scored 1 in the 3rd end, so the score is now 2-1 for Norway.
Also, let's go.
So Good high fives there and encouragement from each other. I think Sven and Michelle are having they seem to be enjoying this game this morning, and really positive energy out there. I'm sure we'll see that passion come up every once in a while on some shots, and it makes curling even more exciting, but good spirit encouraging each other.
Lang ist gut. Vor 8.
Great communication, indicating the weight lines all the way down the sheet.
Oh. Good.
Really nice shot.
So it's important to get this first shot in a good position. And some teams will just freeze it all the way to the back stone, and I think this one is right on the tee line, so that's a little bit better. I think leaving it a little bit higher is good for setting up the end.
Yeah, I think coming up to that top of the button, even the top of the forefoot, is so much, creates so many more advantages. Definitely on the ice conditions here, and that could change with different ice conditions at different clubs or different facilities. So these teams will be trying different types of tactics to get the best advantages. And also got that often. There seems to be a line here where it really curls and or runs quite straight, and they're just kind of playing on that every once in a while in some ends. And even though the weights are good, they're just missing the lines a little bit. During a regular game, you have a skip down there holding the broom. Both of these teams have chosen to have their second player as a sweeper, not as a skip, and everybody's calling their own ice. So sometimes you lose a little bit of information. Running a little bit straighter, goes a little bit heavier. It's a little rub off.
I think you
can make the double. You want to have a look? You want to look? Is that or the run?
In mixed doubles, you cannot remove a stone until the 5th delivered stone, and this is the first shot that can be the 5th stone.
Yeah. The 5th stone, yeah. The 4th delivered stone can remove it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the first stone that can be thrown as a takeout.
Yeah.
So early in the end, you'll see teams bumping and moving stones around, but not removing them from play. If a stone is removed from play too early, it is replaced. I think it's a nice shot there. Removes one, leaves the yellow one at in the house, still there, and puts it a little more behind cover, actually. I don't think that was what he was hoping for. Would like to kick that right out the other side.
Was? Ja. Ja. Muss ich, ja, weil hier sehe ich nur der 2/3.
I think this gives Switzerland also a chance to come in, put a second yellow one in play.
And they're just staying really patient here. They're going to run around with the out turn. We haven't seen it as much going in this direction as we have the in turn, so interesting to see how this runs.
Tia! 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 Linia! Linia!
And again, just gets it onto the guard. Missed opportunity there for Sven and Michelle.
It's okay. We need to hit that yellow one. We could play it soft if you want.
You want to get rid of that?
I'd like to hit and roll, and if we keep the back, no, the other way.
The other way?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not the end of the world here.
No, I was just thinking if we roll this way, can we keep our back blue one?
Okay. So you want to hit it here?
Yeah. Hack.
Okay.
Intern.
I can go and sweep.
You like this?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
A little bit of concern. How much is going to curl over that off that center line? I think you'd be better off to play more of a control weight here, so it holds.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We've seen the draw come over that center line and curl quite hard.
Yeah, it's when you go through in between stones, like through port, it's a little bit tougher if you throw quiet weight. Ooh, just raises by the guard.
You got a nice little rub off that blue shot stone and redirected it to where you wanted to hit that. So it does roll out the back a little bit. He's still sitting for 3 shots, so good outcome.
Back line and it didn't.
Wenn es ganz gut läuft, tappen wir, und sonst freezen wir nur.
We almost hit the guard.
I know.
Shoot. He's got to make a good one here or we're going to get a...
Da war vorhin genug lang gewesen,
We
oder?
are out.
Yeah.
Brendan feeling quite confident. Tough mentally putting Sven under some pressure here.
Breed. Noordwijn mooi.
Ja. Freeze.
Noordwijn mooi.
Freeze.
Mee.
Freeze.
Met die nieren.
Freeze.
Ja.
Freeze.
Nee.
Hard on our blue.
Ging je?
Yeah.
You're going there.
Ja. Go.
Nice. Well thrown. Would have liked to lock that on for
Same
sure,
shot.
but it's definitely there.
You play your out turn though.
I think this is actually the
Can
second
you just
option. I
move a
think they
little?
were
I
trying
want
to
to see
play
in
on
the
the
mirror.
On the top,
one.
blue
I
in.
think you need to
Yeah,
play your
just didn't
other.
curl up enough.
Can you just move a little to the side, Aaron?
Still a really good shot.
I just can't see in the mirror.
Sorry?
There.
Sorry. I think you need to play your out turn.
I don't think so.
Brandon's asking Rancy to move over so he could see the shots
Yeah.
in the mirror on the side.
Maybe a little bit quicker just to go down and take a look at the house himself.
And go here.
Choosing to do that now.
As I said, like, it's not bad if you go here and you just kill that and go here.
And there's a look at his view from the mirror, what he was looking at from the other end of the house. Thank you very much, Lawrence.
I need to play it hard and play this and try and kick this one over a little bit. Because if I just stick here, he's going to freeze. But if we can kick this one over, then she might play this double to give us 2, right? This one's always going.
So a little bit of advantage for Sven and Michelle here. They understand English.
Personally, I
They
like
are following the whole conversation, but I don't think Brendan and Aratsu are understanding the Swiss German, so. We are happy we can understand and follow the conversation. Brendan's providing some really great commentary in his games.
You like it here?
He joined me here in the booth yesterday to commentate the quarterfinal game. And
again hits his own first. But still removes the yellow shot and is lying 2.
I'm not sure if they actually recognized last time that they got that little tick because neither one mentioned it. So that was actually in play.
That's okay.
They didn't talk about the fact that was actually bumped in the last shot. So
quite a bit. Yeah. This is a tough shot.
He does lose one of his blue, but he does stay for first and second.
Having one curl here.
Key shot here for Sven and Michelle. Brendan and Ratsu do have the hammer, so this is Michelle's last stone at the end.
Might have got 3.
So this is basically a hit and roll to not give
laying 2 guarded pretty well before she
give away a shot for 2.
op de slag niet had.
shoot if
Okay.
that curls.
They got a couple options here. They can choose to draw in, and they can also choose to hit the open stone. You see that often in men's and women's play, to eliminate a scoring of 3. They definitely don't want to give a 3 house away
I would
here.
be a little nervous playing this shot, just because it's across the center line.
We've seen some real pistols thrown here by Michelle this weekend, so. Let's wait.
Schneller als Hacken.
Ja. Nee, 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 nee.
Hack!
Ja, ja. Wow, wow.
Sonst gehen wir auf einen Doppel.
Nee, 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 geht nicht. Ja, hard, Brendan, hard. Go, 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 go. Hard.
Gut probiert.
Great try. Great effort to get that rock and that hit and made
I
that
would just play
excellent
like a heavy draw.
roll. Just from our view, it looks pretty close. I don't know if I'd celebrate too quickly. Might be worth a measure. Of course, the players are standing above the stone. They can see it a little bit better than we can,
I
but
think Brandon was also indicating that it was shot, that the yellow one is shot.
that the yellow one is shot.
So I think
Maybe
this
a
is a
70?
hit, little hit and roll
Play middle of the road, then we'll
for a deuce.
Okay.
I think if you're just throwing back line, middle of the rock isn't quite enough.
Okay.
I
I
would, it depends if you're throwing it more like a draw or more like a hit.
I'm happy with throwing
I think it is yellow, and they're obviously playing on it. So great shot
Like
from
a
Michelle.
hack
that way on the first set. So I
with, okay,
Thank you very much for
I
the close
do.
up there, Christian.
okay. I like your weight.
Langsam.
Ja. 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 Wow, wow, no. Wow. No. Wow. Girl.
Ah, good.
Great shot from Aransu.
Nice
Really
shot.
good precision. Good teamwork on calling the
Good
line.
shot.
Happy teammate there. So that'll be a score of 2. First 2 on the board. Might create a little bit of an advantage here. So far, it's been a 1-1-1-1 game. So you're going to go do some work, I assume, Carlo. So thanks for coming out for a couple ends, and we'll see you again shortly.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
See, it was a nice visit from Carlo Glasberg, the director, organizer of this event. He works together with Kimberly Hunders, the director of the Curlingbaan Zoetermeer, to host this world-class field of teams competing at the Dutch Masters. It's a 3rd edition, a World Curling Tour event. And we're down to semi-final action here on the ice this morning. And our feature game is Aransu Garcia together with her Spanish team coach Brendan Butcher from Canada. And they're playing Sven Michel and Michelle Yagi from Switzerland.
Never.
Weight's close.
Oh, never.
And the score is currently 4-2,
We're good.
heading into the 6th
Yes,
end of play.
Wine still. Yeah. Yeah. Hard, Brendan.
Wow.
It's a good line on that shot. Came up just a little bit short. Brendan's getting a little bit of sweeping practice out here.
No. That's the first rock I saw it, but that should have been at least to the back of the forefoot. So it's just getting a few feet. Wat 8.
Nee, dat is überlangs weg.
Achtung, Linie. Hè? Bis dran. Sicher bis dran. Tappet. Goed.
Yeah.
Ja.
So, Natsu came up a little short, but Michelle got that one right. Came down, freezed on top of her yellow at the back of the floor. In our other semi-final over on sheet 3, we have Bothane
Line's good.
Ortega and Mika
Line's good. You can go.
Ananu
Line's
from
good.
Spain.
Yep,
They are
yep,
the
yep,
other
yep, yep,
direct
yep, yep,
qualifier
yep.
for the semi-final.
Hard for weight. Hard,
And they
hard,
are
hard, hard,
playing
hard.
against Kirsten Skoslund and Magnus
Whoa, whoa,
Nedergaarten
whoa.
from Norway. Brilliant shot there, Brendan.
Very good.
Freezing right down on the top of it. Also already looking like it's going to be a pretty nice end.
At least they're not top 8 this time.
Was eerst 2 tapbouwen.
Ja, knap voorbij moet er einfach, sonst
Good
hangt er
energy
af.
and team spirit between Brendan and Lansu. Encouraging each other to work a little harder. Sven will want to come down and maybe just tap. We have a little bit of room there.
Wechselen.
They would like to definitely score a couple here back.
Wordt nog
This
niet,
is
wordt nog niet. Ja, ja.
And we have to find a way to get that blue out of there. So move one of those yellows back for sure. That's a nice shot.
Good.
Yep. And compliments for Michelle.
Or guard. I like the guard. Like top.
Ja, jetzt müssen wir auf,
Ja.
da bringen wir nie mehr vor.
Top 12. Tight.
Got a little bit of space between the blue and the yellow.
And
Another
it's
tap,
dead
then it'll
frozen
be
still, right?
in control. Keeps his top stone frozen on the opponent's stone.
It's lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Line's good. Whoa.
We can freeze.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We can
Gotta-
freeze.
Line's good.
I was hoping down just to come down here and guard. Line is really most important. Ratsu indicating the freeze is potentially here, so that's also possible.
That's good.
Bringt ja nichts, wenn wir die blaue im Haus nehmen, oder?
Sorry, I just slid out a little fast.
Ich glaube, der blaue Schock geht kein Millimeter.
Nee, aber der geht da noch.
Ja, nicht mehr Menge stehen. Wenn ich die zwei kann nehmen, ist ja gut.
Welche?
Der Guard und der vor 12.
Got a couple options here, and they may have a little more conversation, and
Weißt du, ich könnte noch die zwei blauen im Haus nehmen, aber das bringt aber nicht viel, oder?
they could peel off the top too,
Jetzt muss ich halt
so they have some more possibilities, more
wenn ich
angles.
nur Guard.
They could also try and move things around that are in the house already. Definitely see some stones moving after the shot.
Yeah. Oh.
Unfortunately, it leaves the shooter at the top. He really would have liked to double clear those and roll off.
Guard this one.
So he had all the possibilities and options to move things around there. Little unfortunate on the angles. Great idea.
Is it your last?
Yeah.
You probably want to go around it a bit. If he makes it up a shield, then we can't.
Okay.
Altijd een shot. Ich will nochmal aufgehen, hoffen, dass die gar nicht perfekt kommt.
A little light.
We're all there.
Der Stolle.
To go around it, I think we're light.
No. We need to go.
Hard.
No, we're.
Gotta
Ah,
go.
war gut.
Okay. Well done. That's good. Good.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, what's wrong?
So, lieber Zufrieden. Wir müssen euch da können sehen. Das ist das Problem. Warte.
So you're going to run that back, that yellow one back into the pile and see if you can spit off that middle blue one outside. And the last one had some speed. This one might have a little bit more, a little bit rotation also to get enough spin on stones.
Ja, du. Nej, kommer schießen.
You'll just throw that out, turn center guard.
Yeah. I think even if he does,
Ja, Nee, nee, nee. Achtung, nicht schlecht. Shooter.
Just goes by the pile.
Yeah.
yeah,
Just remember how straight your last one here ran.
that's fair.
He's giving himself a little bit too much ice on that out turn. That's a couple he's missed a little bit of float on those. Ice is really not forgiving on that out turn side. And tighten your ice up a little bit. Yeah, potentially over curl. It's a pretty fine line. Chose to play an intern on his last one on the run back, so
Split the center.
he'll be thinking about which way to play that next time.
No.
Brendan will just want to replace that guard up there.
One with the blue one that we have there. We're short.
Just give me one.
Yeah. Okay, look, stand next.
Yeah. Iran, you're guarding the draw.
Okay.
Vielleicht kannst du irgendwie picken. Nein, nein.
Good clarification and identification, and
Yeah.
good opportunity for Brendan to come down and really take a look at those, where those angles were, what options Sven had to get the angles, and which rock they actually want to guard. So, indicating that the objective here is to guard the draw.
Really heavy. I'm not sure. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Line's great.
Draw a tap on the blue one for yellow would be that would be
Whoa.
yeah. You don't want to leave him the little sliver pick out of that either.
Proberen.
Kannst
Hänger 8.
du? Ja.
Good. Good shot.
Ja.
Das geht auch nicht vom Curl her, aber
Echt nicht zu viel Hand.
schier kann ich nicht.
Du musst einfach knapp, sehr knapp vorbei. Das kann vielleicht schon gehen.
So I think they're just going to come in and try and tap back that blue one.
Also du willst den Rand
Tap,
wegmachen,
just
aber
kind
I
of
think
kiss it
they
a
can
little
come
out the
down
side.
just into the side of that blue one and get one.
Not for 2 though.
I don't see it.
nee, dat is alles etwas
Just because
anders.
it's, like, usually I'd say it was there, or maybe even for 3, but it's just not curling enough. If she throws enough weight to move it, it won't curl enough to hit
Als
it.
Guard vorbei ist, probiere ich ihn zwischen.
I think he's trying to talk her into a run back, which I don't think is there.
Okay.
If anything, I see us getting 2 with the run back. If she plants that blue one on the one top 4, the back one's gone, and the one top 4 will move to the right.
Well, I'd love to still here because I mean, they have to use a power play.
And if we can hold them to 1 or 2, then
Yeah.
we'll be up with our power play coming home. Yeah.
It's a tough shot anyways. You played a great shot and then after that.
Good discussions.
Guard, guard.
Both teams here.
Throwing guards is relaxing.
And he has convinced her to play the run back, and it doesn't curl up enough as well. Not taking any risk with those stones in the house, and there'll
Probier.
be a
Welche Seite willst du?
little bit
Yeah,
of
yeah.
discussion on whether that shot was there or not. And I would have liked to see her try the little tap and a little kiss off that blue one. I think it was potential. From my view here, I think there was potential for 2. You might have rubbed off the back one a bit and only scored 1.
Power
But
play on this side.
Shell's had some pretty good draw weight this game, so, and it does finish in the house if your weight is right. You would be just playing for a T-line shot with a little bit of sweep, not playing for a big tap hit. but choice was made. That'll be another steal of 1, taking Botcher and Garcia 1 more up on the scoreboard. A score of 5-2 in our semifinal match here. Heading into N7, 8 ends of play, regulation play. If the score is tied at the end of regulation play, there will be an extra end.
Whoa! You need to curl. We're on the yellow.
That's a good shot. Very good.
A little bit of update from our sheet over on C in our other semifinal.
I love that.
Little change of events. Spain scored a 3-ender in the 4th end.
Quite straight for you, hey?
And Norway came back in the 5th end with 1. So it is now a 4-3 game for Spain, playing N6.
4-12, 4-8.
Here our feature game. Score is 5-2. Garcia Botcher over Yagi Michel. Mika, depending what area of Switzerland you come from.
Hind 8.
Yeah, home pay.
I'm sure all of these players would like to say hello to all their friends and family at home, all their fans watching, sponsors, supporters. Thank you very much for all your support and encouragement of the teams and their development. I know it's not easy, them being on the road so much, trying to build their hopes and dreams and achieve their goals. So thank you very much for all your support. And
I need to go. Yep.
keep cheering.
Yep. You need to go. Yep. You're good. Yep. 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 Hard. Whoa.
Okay.
That's okay. I think half is up there.
I do.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Ja,
No.
we zijn wel
Finish
hier
shot.
op de stolen, ja.
Be really good if they could get those down into the top of the 4-foot. They're coming up a little short of the top of the 8, but it is definitely within the margin.
Linie is goed, veel plaats.
Keeping it in front of the team line is a really nice advantage.
Wie lang is er? Moet
Don't want
scoren,
to create the
veel scoren.
pockets at the back.
Hier, Linie.
12.
Hier, kom nog mee. Okay.
Ratsu and her brother Gonzalez will be playing against the other Spanish team that's here this weekend in the Spanish Championships, and they will be playing to represent Spain at the mixed doubles World Championship hosted in Östersund, Sweden in April.
Watch the roll.
We will have a Dutch representative there as well. And, Bob Bomas and his daughter, our chief umpire here this weekend, will be participating, representing the Netherlands, and certainly wish them a really great experience. It'll be their first international event.
A little wide. Okay.
Geen Annik op stakkeurlen, dat we niet er hoeven.
If we ever get a chance on my next one, we can pick this back one up. But if he knows it's over here, we're probably playing a hit and roll double type shot.
So as we're looking at playing a hit and roll here, I'd like to roll into the behind those guards. Got some really nice guards set up there.
Well, let's see if he rolls out first.
He hits and sticks, so keeps his shooter in play. And
Are we second shot? Yeah. We don't have to hit that one.
Go ahead, Sven.
We could be strong. You don't love it? Okay, it's a half a rock. Let's play this out turn again just because I know it.
But do you
Take-
think it's gonna go there? Would you out turn? I think we rolled.
No, it didn't go. Half.
Okay.
Half, and if anything, play it a little thin.
Roll here.
The double.
All right. Okay. If we roll here, that's okay.
We're trying to hit a thin half. I'm not going to whip this one. Just easy.
Okay.
last time Brendan said he wasn't going to whip this one, he threw it about 7 seconds. So We'll see what kind of speed comes at this one. I could even clock that for you. Right, so Garcia holding the broom this time. Teams can choose in mixed doubles if they're going to have a person holding the broom or if they're going to be a sweeper. We've seen teams, both of these teams doing both choices.
Yep. You gotta go, Brendan. Yep. Hard!
Really nice shot. Makes the double across and keeps his shooter. And that's a 7-4. 7 seconds. 7.4 seconds. Hog to hog.
Oh, I get a high five. Yes.
Ja, han proberer.
That'll be a party down there.
Yeah. Now the most they're getting is 2. Yeah, and we still have a chance to.
Zone management, that was a key double. Key to keep the shooter in there as well. And of course a little more challenge. Sven will be coming down, trying to use that stone actually. We've got some really good guards here. There is still some opportunity. Need to get by that. That looks good. Brilliant. Good shot. A little bit short, just doesn't finish. Comes up a little bit short from that back one. The back one is still shooting shot stone, but that is in play.
That's probably the easiest shot.
Why would I guard?
Well, right now,
He did play that. We like shot. It's only for one. Right?
yeah.
Because they have to play it here to stick it,
I agree.
and then they throw it out.
Is the bump their easiest shot for one, or is this draw their easiest shot for one?
I don't want to touch that.
Neither do I. Neither do I. I think we're either guarding the draw or we're guarding the bump, whichever one you think is her easiest last shot.
I want to make. I don't know. They've been throwing a lot of rocks.
Okay, let's guard this one.
A little bit of frustration on our other sheet over there.
I mean, she has a draw for one. I know that.
Yeah, but
He's been taking this stuff.
Just miscued a shot here. Kirsten came in a little bit
I'm good with this.
overcurled, rubbed the guard,
With our
and
power play.
looks like Spain has a shot for 4 here. A hit for 4.
Guess that'll curl a little for you.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa.
I gotta go.
Hey, we need to curl then. Oh.
And
Very good.
roll out, so that'll be a score of 3 for Spain. And a score of 7-3 after 6 ends of play. We'll see Norway, I think, continue.
Wow.
Did she roll up?
Yeah. So anyway, they're 7-3 up. Norway doesn't have a power play. I'm not very happy.
So
Well, good end. Good end.
It's a T line.
I wouldn't say this is a guarantee.
Lang is goed. T-line.
So Norway will get to get a little bit of composure here over on our next sheet and dig in a little and see if they can score a couple more points here. I definitely see them as a medal candidate for the Olympics. A little frustrations out in this game, and So that'll be a
We've got power play over
score of 1 for Switzerland. And Michelle. Back to our feature game here. I was a little distracted by the other sheet, watching the outcomes. So going into the final end of play, it's Butcher Garcia with a lead of 5-3 over Michelle Yagi and Sven Michel. And we're going to see a power play. Power play can be used defensively or offensively. Each team has the opportunity to call 1 power play per game. And the stones are set on the side of the sheet instead of in the middle like you see in most ends. The team with the hammer, just like regularly, the stone goes at the front of the tee line, between the 12-foot and the 8-foot, the blue and the white circle on our sheets. And the second stone goes in a guard position that's allocated in front of that. Line. And you see teams manage this very differently. If you have a power play which is offensive or defensive, here Sven and Michelle are going to just come around it and try and freeze on that, coming up a little short.
I'm quite happy to draw the other side.
You'll see if they had they were up in the scoreboard, they potentially can tick that front guard into the house. You've seen that this weekend.
I don't see a spot for you to put her up that's good.
See, I just
Throw it away. Yeah.
So Brendan is determining that any stone in play has potential risk, so they're just putting this through the house, not creating any opportunities. You can't play a takeout, but you can throw a stone through the house.
Drawing around the guard just makes the freeze easier. Right now, that's a pretty easy double field. So.
So sometimes less is more.
Gib ab. Du musst ein bisschen schneller kommen, gib ab, ein bisschen weniger. Ja.
Good decision by Brendan. Cameraman Lawrence is a little cold out there. He seems shivering. But he's still got a smile and he's having fun. Bringing us some great live shots out there. Thanks, Lawrence.
Oh, nicht anders. Achtung. Yep, anders, ja.
Career after curling. Sven and Shaggy trying to come around that. Curling a little more, catching that top guard, but rolls across.
Goed zo. Gar niet slecht.
It is at the
I'm
front.
going to come take a look.
He does change that corner guard. A little bit of an answer to Brendan's comment about those two guards were looking really nice for a double peel. They're not as nice as they were, so now Brendan's got to choose how he's going to move stones out. He can't take all 3, so that was Sven's objective.
If we play this
Well
one,
accomplished.
that's not hurting us. You could probably still get no.
Okay, let's play this one. My intern.
So discussing,
This will curl a little.
discussing which one they're going to peel. They're going to try and peel the 2 on the closer to the center line.
We're good. Watch the shooter.
Thanks.
All the rocks moved pretty hard. Umpire Bob into action and helping out.
Thank you.
And he does manage to remove both and roll across the house to set up another corner, which is not really relevant, but good fast action from umpire Bob out there, catching one of the stones on the fly.
12 voet. Dingen.
Michelle coming down, turning around and freeze on this. It's looking a little bit short. Don't think she's got the... It's not in her to get that to the house, unfortunately.
You wanna have a look? I know you guys went there. Sorry.
It's a double peel, isn't it?
Yeah, but
A little high. Unroll my shooter out.
how you want to make it? You want to come here? You
Yeah.
want to go there?
No, this way. Like, just...
So different levels of experience. Brendan in the men's division in Canada is used to throwing these big peels and seeing the angles and calling them as a skip. So he sees the potential in Warstone's lines where they sit, and probably in Aransu's game they don't have quite the speed and the consistency or the ice conditions that Brendan's familiar to play with. That's got the confidence in playing these kind of shots. So.
Yeah, well.
There's a little information about where all these rocks are coming from and where they're going. So another really nice double peel there from Brendan.
Ja, dort ist besser. Der Fries lässt immer.
Eliminating all the yellow stones. 2 more stones, yellow stones to play, and both these are going to have to be scorers for Sven and Michelle. Stay in the game.
Ja, ik moet scuttelen. Oké, dat doe ik nog maar.
Intern.
Trying to come around. That will be an open hit.
Okay, throw.
And that will be
Congrats.
that will be handshakes in the game. And
Good luck. Thank you.
well played, Brendan and Aratsu. It's pretty good shots on both teams. A little bit of a couple of lines not quite missed. A couple under curls or over curls. Both teams great performance, excellent teamwork and good team spirit out here.
Do you want to have a drink? Stay here. Do you stay here? Yeah. Okay.
There is that is the our semifinal live here, and that will be Brendan Butcher and Naransu Garcia advancing to the final. That will be our next featured game. Sven Michel and Michelle Yagi will advance to a bronze medal game, and those opponents are yet to be determined. We'll see if we can get over onto sheet C and catch the end of our other semi-final, currently in end 7. And Norway's been sitting with a few in the house here, looking like a pretty good comeback. And we'll see if we can get one of the microphones out there shortly, so we can get some sound on the ice.
Op de boarding leggen daar. Jij bent aan het scoren doen, hè? Can you guys, if you put your microphones off?
So thanks for your patience there and a little bit of delay. And we're going to bring you over here, a little bit of technical adjustments over here so you can watch the end of Norway-Spain game here. It looks like there was a double takeout. Norway was sitting here with quite a few points in the house. I'm not sure which stone this is at the moment, so we'll see if we can catch up to the game here as quick as possible.
Brendan.
What was the last?
So access.
So, Magnus Nodergarden from Norway delivering his stone here. And we'll see if we got some sound out there for us. And we do. Thank you very much, technical crew. So, we don't have the players mic'd up on this sheet, but we have set some microphones out, so you will be able to hear some discussions and certainly the sounds of curling. And that is a draw to the house. That was the last stone of this end. And I believe that is a 3 for Norway. Nice little comeback. So, good mental toughness out there from Team Norway. Some frustration in the last end, missing a last stone and getting the cue a little wrong. So they bring that score within 1. The score is currently 7-6. Spain in the lead. Spain will have the hammer. And it looks like they're going to call up their power play here. This will be an offensive option. You see the power play called as a defensive or an offensive play during a game. Both of these teams getting them just in the right positions. Those are allocated locations on a sheet. Each team has the opportunity to call 1 power play per game. They can only call a power play when they have the hammer. And nice opportunity for us to see another one in action. So Norway wants to steal here, so they've elected to kind of ignore the fact that those stones are on the corner, and they're going to throw up a center guard. This is an offensive action. Saying that's nice that you have your corners out there, but we're going to stay in the middle. And Yunnan is going to, play a tick shot in the center line. We don't see this very often in mixed doubles, but we are at this moment. We've seen often the tick shot played to tick the corner into the center of play. The stone cannot be removed, same as regular rules. It is not only free guard zone, but until the 5th stone of the game, 4th delivered stone, you cannot remove a stone. If it is removed, like now, the stone is replaced and the shooter stone is removed from play. So unsuccessful on that tick shot. And it goes back to approximately where the team believes it should be. So, Norway looking to steal this. They're down 1, playing end 8 at home. Steal will force an extra end. Steal of 1. Spain, certainly one of our a nice surprise in this tournament. Came through their pool undefeated, ranking 1st in their group and 2nd overall, and they advanced directly to the semifinal. Norway coming up through a semifinal, having defeated see if I can remember who they played. Ildi and George from Hungary yesterday in the other quarterfinal last night. The winner of this game will move on and play against Garcia and Botcher in the final. The second team will move forward and play for 3rd place. We have a 4th place, and that will be against Michel Yagi and Sven Michel from Switzerland. Our feature game will be the gold final. A couple of really nice guards there by Norway. Our gold final will be live at 12 o'clock. Here on World Curling TV. Stones can now be removed from play, so he's just going to start peeling off. And he managed to get both of those out of play. Really nice shots. Still leaving one guard here for Norway. They're going to come right on into the forefoot there. Indicating. Can also choose to throw another guard. That's a discussion at the moment. We'll talk a little bit more about what their options are, and not as many stones played, so at some point you definitely got to get your stones in the house. There is only 5 stones delivered by each team. One player delivers the first and the last stone, and the 3 stones in the middle are delivered by the second player. Kirsten Klaslin representing Norway at the Olympics. This will be a first Olympic appearance for both her and Magnus. Magnus has participated at the Youth Olympics, winning a bronze medal with Team Norway as a junior. Elected to play the second guard. Nice shot. It'll be just trying to peel them off here. And a nice peel shot. No, I think we'll see Norway go in with this one. They'll try and force the plate into the house. Into the pin. Doesn't matter which rotation they want to throw. Double checking, making sure the stone is clean. So, though we wanted to come down and sit on the top of the forefoot, get a little piece of that button would be ideal. Coming around that guard is pretty key. Communication between the two. Weight line. Looks pretty close. Magnus will just finish it off. Really great weight. Don't know if it curled up quite enough. Can't quite see the angle straight on, but it's definitely partially behind that guard. Excellent draw weight. Really good throw, Kirsten. So, Miguel, I think, is going to play off the top. Risk coming in and playing that one in the house and not managing to get it out. You get into a little bit of a difficult situation, so pretty good attempt here. So we're going to try and see a double. We'll try and remove both of those stones from play. Key shot. And he only managed to get the top stone. So Norton will be coming down and throwing a guard on this one. Work hard to get the lines right. He just saw the line, so should be good. They do need to steal in order to extend the game to an extra end. They are currently sitting shot stone. Score is 7-6 for Spain. Spain does have the hammer. Last stone advantage. So pretty good guard, quite a bit of distance between the guard and the stone in the house. The ice does run fairly straight, so it finishes quite late. I think it is possible to play it. Get down on the nose of it, tap it back. It's a really nicely placed guard in line. Giving Spain something to think about, that's for sure. Looking at playing the open draw, so can't see the angles. I'm not directly behind the sheet, so I'm line on that was absolutely perfect from Magnus and Kirsten. Good call and communication to put it there. Miguel helping out Ran, taking a look at the line here and getting an extra little view. Of course, he can't deliver the stone. This is Ran. Daiga deliver the last stone for Spain here in end 8. Pressure shot. And a brilliant shot right to the white. Cold draw to the button for the win over Team Norway. That'll be a good motivator and exciting finish to this game, putting them into the final. So it's looking like we're going to have a preview of the Spanish Championships here in Curling Band Zoetermeer. You've just watched the semi-final action live from the Dutch Masters Curling Mixed Doubles. We're going to sign you off. Our feature game was Brendan Butcher and Aranzu Garcia with Michelle Yagi and Sven Michel. Advancing to the final is Garcia Butcher. Advancing to the third 3-4 game will be Yagi Michel. Yagi Michel will play against Team Norway, who unfortunately just lost that one to Spain, and a brilliant last stone from Spain. Join us back here at 12 o'clock for the final, the Dutch Masters Curling Mixed Doubles. Stop on the World Curling Tour. Check online curlingzone.com to catch all the scores from other feature games, other events happening on the tour. For now, Curling Band Zoetermeer. We'll see you in an hour. Have a great break and enjoy your day.